all teachers, and this is our atom assignment, and we are group NNL. About our book, we are assigned the book Ready for FCE and Unit 9. In this unit, our topic covers the UFOs and the mysteries surrounding Earth. So, besides learning this very interesting topic, we give students a variety of exercise in the format of an FCE test, so that students can have a chance to practice and get to know this topic. We designed this website because of 3 reasons here. The first one is that we want to make the most of student learning, both in classroom and outside it, because sometimes we don't have enough time to study in the classroom. So it's a good way to provide our students a website for online learning. The second reason is to have weak students have more sources to review and study, because sometimes when studying at class, the weak students find it very hard for them to follow the pace of the lessons. So this website gives them a good place to review and study. And for the final reason, because you use the website for your source of learning, so the lesson will be very attractive and effective because they are designed in a very various way with a lot of lessons image. This is our website with 4 main items: the homepage, the instructions, the contents, and the last one, about us. So now let's get to know about our website. The first one is homepage. Our homepage is designed very easy so that you can get access to it. In the homepage, we give the student a hello page so that they can know what they're gonna do and what it is about in this website. Besides, I get my student a video clip so that they can know what they are going to learn and about the topic of their lessons. At the end of the homepage, I give the student a summary of the lessons, the knowledge, or the skill they will learn, and a summary about the website so that they can know what they need to do, where they can find the information they need. And this is the video clip we want our students to watch so that they can know exactly what they are going to learn.
Halloween is coming. What should I wear to go to Joe's party this weekend? I have no idea. You can be a zombie or Captain American. Don't worry. Let's go shopping. Let's go.
Okay, and for the next page, the instructions. This page is designed to give a full instructions for my students of how and when to use this website. As you can see, the instruction page is designed very simple. On the left, you can see that we have the topic of the lessons and the main item of the website so that students can know what they are learning and how they can get access to this website. On the right of this page, I gave my student a summary of 4 pages of this website so that my student can know the goal of each page so that they can make the most of their learning. Like the home page is designed for helping learners draw the big pictures of what they are going to do, or the instruction page is designed for showing learners how to get familiar with this website. The third page is also the most important part of our website. This is the contents, because the contents give students the lessons, the exercise, and other sorts of materials to help them enhance their learning. Okay, as you can see on the screen is the web page of the content. In this, on the left, you can see we list the skill like reading, listening, writing, and speaking for students to know the lessons they are going to take. Here, the left side of the page. In each skill, I gave my student 2 main items: the tips and the practice, so that they have to know what it is about, and then they will have time to practice. And on the right, I give my students some notifications like the news and the upcoming tasks so that they can finish their exercise on time so that they can get the high marks. And here you can see in the clock, it can help my students to decide when they should learn and how long they have learned. And here you can see is the list of lessons. Instead of they have to scroll down or scroll up the whole page to get in touch with each skill or language area, I give them a small summary of the titles of each skill and language area, like the reading, listening, and you can see there are 7 points for the whole unit. And if they have difficulty when learn something, or they met some technical problems, they can reach the article for advice, because in this field I gave my students the emails of the advisor so that they can contact with those advisors to get the advice and ask for their further learning. Now we will move on to the skill page. It means when we click on each page, and what will we see? As you can see, now if you click on the tips, you can see in each skill, I also always give my students a small questions to engage their learning, and then we give the student the purpose why they learned this part, and then a summary or the tips for them to do something. And at the end of the tips page, there are some exercise for students to practice. And if you want to click on the practice item instead of the tips, what do you see? Yeah, the practice, the exercise we have designed for the student. And remember that at the beginning of each day, there is a home button. You can click on this button to go back to the home page for further investigation. Or if you want to do more exercise, now scroll down at the end of the page to see the button next practice, and then just click on and the student will have a new exercise for their practice. It is very easy to use. Now for each page, what we have decided. Now for the reading page, because our lessons about the FCE test with a very interesting topic about UFOs and mysteries. And for the reading, this unit focus on part 1, multiple choice clues. So when we give them the purpose, the summary of this multiple choice clues, we give them some tips for them to know what step they need to follow to get the most of their examinations. And then after they have read the theory, they can move on the practice. These practices are very relevant to the format of the FCE, like in this. Next one, for the listening page. Our units focus on the part 2 of FCE test listening. It's about sentence completion and multiple choice. We also give the student the format, the tips, and the purpose of each part so that students can have a general look of what they are going to learn or to do. And for the practice, I give students a variety of exercise focused on these two parts, the sentence completion and multiple choice. Now, this is the first part for the mysterious monster, the part 2 of FCE test.
Now turn to part 2. You'll hear a talk on the radio about the Loch Ness Monster. For questions 9 to 18, complete the sentences. You now have 45 seconds to look at part 2.
Here you can see this is the place where the audio is placed, and the student should use this button to play the audio and lessons. Here, the second exercise for our listening practice. Here, also the place. You can play the audio. Okay.
Well, we're privileged to have in the studio with us today Carleen Belford, who's a professional ghost hunter. Carleen, that's an unusual hobby. How did you get into it?
Well, when I was about 8 years old, my grandmother died and my family moved into her house.
Okay, the student will find it very easy for them to listen on the online web page. Okay. And now for our writing page. We focus on the part 2 of this writing, situationally paced writing task. We also give students the format, the tips, and the practice. One more thing, to make the student clear about what should they do in this part, we also give them a sample so that they know which step should they follow, how is the layout of their writing. Different from other skills, instead of doing online for the practice, we advise our students to write essays and and they have to submit via email. By using the email provided, the students have to finish their homework on time and send it through the email by the deadline so that they can get the score, and any late submissions won't be accepted. And for the last skills, the speaking. The student in this part need to learn about the collaborative task. This part needs students work with their partner. And to make our students clear about what they should do, besides we give students a list of advice and tips, we also give them a video so that they can follow the lessons and can get exactly what they are studying.
Parade. Firework display. Disco. Fancy dress competitions. The Hongkong's Temple Festival. Mini Fun Fair. Red Autumn Festival.
Give students some background knowledge about the festival, about the event, and after they have learned some useful language and vocabulary, the students for this speaking skill will practice with their friends outside the class or in the class. Okay, move to the language area. The vocabulary. They are also the part of purpose. How to do something, how to learn work. And then we give them the new words of this unit by listing, give them the meanings, okay? For the practice, we use Quizlet to give my students varieties of vocabulary exercise. My student can choose the types of exercise they want and do it so that they can remember the words and learn how to use the words correctly. Interestingly, we also get a video clip to instruct our students how to pronounce the word, how they understand the meaning correctly. Okay.
Hello students, and this is our vocabulary lessons. So now what will you learn today? Now the first one, solidify. Solidify.
The grammar page. In this lesson, we focus the question text, which can give students a good chance to get high score in their collaborative task in speaking when you use question text. In the grammar page, we provide students the uses and the structures of the question text. Then a summary to let my students summarize all they have learned and to make sure that they learn it correctly, remember it in a proper way. For the exercise, we give them a variety of exercises like the filling the blank using the hot potato, or we use ED quiz to make a small test to check my student knowledge. It will ask you for any accounts or names so the student can easily get access to this quiz. And the last part of the content is the use of English. This one is very interesting, and we focus on the part 3 of the use of English, is the word formations. We give students answer because it's a gap filling exercise, so by using the hot potato, I design some exercises for the students to practice. And this is a summary of the types of exercise I have decided on the web page for my students. Get feeling with audio tab, multiple choice, ED quiz, and a homework which needs to send via email to school. Now, for the last page. This page is designed to give students a look at who we are, what we have done, and how they will get contact with us. At the back of the page, we give my students an email so that they can send us any questions. For the surprise, we give our students a source of materials which is very famous and useful, like the New York Times, BBC, or CNN, so that the student can further their learning by reading the newspaper, watch videos about some news. Here you can see. And this is also the last part of our presentations about our website. Thank you very much for the time and consideration. Now I want to show you our website. This is our home page with the video clip. And here is a summary of the knowledge and skill my students need to follow. The instructions page, here you can see the email. And this is the name of the author. The contents. Here is the list of the skill and language areas the student needs to fulfill. On the right, I give them a list of lessons so that they can easily get access to each point instead of have to scroll down or up many times. This is for the content. The clock, the news, so that the student can remember what they should do, and this news and upcoming tasks also remind the student about the homework, the deadline. Here, the tips. If they want to do the practice, click here. Or if they want to go back to home page, then just click on the practice. If they want to do it anyway, here. Next practice. Here. And the powers, the last page. You can see very simple. The email here, the material for the student. Okay, thank you, sir, for your time. This is
You don't understand.